everybody? It's the Parrish Morning Show. Welcome back. Here we are on a Friday. Oh, man. We got a big day ahead of us.
Huge day if you're staying up late to watch me tonight.
Yes.
What are you doing that I'd be watching you do?
Wow, you know the Minnesota Wild are taking on the Anaheim Ducks.
Yeah?
What time will that be?
Ducks of Anaheim. That will be 9 p.m. I will be on at 8:30.
Oh.
That is a late game.
Yes, it is.
That's 2 hours after Sauce's bedtime.
Yeah.
So he will not be seeing you, but people can watch you on FanDuel.
Absolutely.
Oh, good for you, man.
Should be on at Tom Reed's, right?
Absolutely.
I will be at the United Heroes League Gala tonight, and the after party's at Tom Reed's. So we'll be watching you, Parrish.
All right, love it. Yeah, you're going to be doing a little speaking of the United Heroes. So you're going to talk to Shane. That's awesome.
Yes, I'm excited. Great organization. Good
Amazing people. Amazing.
All right, shall we do the news?
Yeah, sure, man. I'd like to give you the news and the business.
This is
hot.
KFAN
We'll do
News
both.
with Chris Hockey.
Hi. Oh, apparently. Brought to you by
Carbonis.
How long does it take you, ladies and gentlemen, to respond to a text message?
General etiquette says you should respond to a text message within 20 minutes, but time value is placed on relationship status.
Oh, no.
Studies show we're quick to respond to our boss or immediate family member, but friends usually have to wait. Statistic and Trends website says the average response time is 90 seconds. Psychologists say that rapid-fire response is from efficient multitaskers, but those who take longer are not monsters. They just need more time to process or maybe find their phone. I'm Bree Tennis.
Yeah.
No.
I'm the latter.
Find their phone.
You're napping usually, Parrish, when we're doing our group text or whatever.
Very, very true.
With
That's
the business. But I will wait, and I love the new feature on the iPhone of marking as unread, because especially if I'm at work, it's like, I will get to this later.
Like an unread email.
Yes.
You mark it and save it for later.
Yes.
If somebody texts me, even if I need to respond to them, want to respond to them, I'm required to respond to them. If they text me 2 minutes before I'm about to nap, you're getting ignored every time because I'm not willing to have a 20-minute text conversation. It's nappy time. You'll get responded to in 2 hours, and that pisses Chad Abbott off.
Yeah. I don't think you
wonder I've never been hired.
Yeah.
Yeah, 11 to 1. Oh boy. Oh boy. Right. No texty time.
When somebody criticizes me for not texting them back, I'm never going to text them again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm the same way, Hawk. As soon as somebody starts,
I hate that.
So that was Carly in Nashville?
Okay.
Yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
I mean, there probably is a reason I didn't text you back, right? You know, I got reasons for things, right?
Yeah. Life is happening on, you know.
I'm sorry.
So I can't just drop everything and respond to a text right now.
I'm not necessarily talking about Carly, but I mean, come on, people.
How does the read thing work? Is there a way to turn off the read receipts?
Letters and put them
I know how to read. No, I figured that out a long time ago. Is there a way to do that as a sender to make sure other people don't know?
Yes.
Or I guess you'd be the receiver.
There is a thing on your messages where you can
turn off read receipts.
Yeah, right.
How do you do that? Because I don't want to know people. I don't want people to know that I read it and then ignored it.
I know.
Unless it's Chad.
Unless it's Chad and it's 11:43 in the morning. Chad, I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
But
Stop texting.
If I text you and saw that it was read and you didn't respond for a while, I wouldn't be offended because I know eventually you will.
I'm going to get back to you. Because I do exactly what you do. I mark it as unread, and I'm like, I'll get to it later.
Yep.
The only way you can get Corey to text you back immediately is text him about Wheel of Fortune.
Correct.
Or the initials.
Correct.
Yeah.
Or gambling.
Yeah.
Or gambling.
Or Vegas.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Or
when you're lost, he texts me back when I'm lost all the time. It's kind of nice.
That is true, which is
You
most of the
text
time.
him when you're lost.
Yeah, why?
Well,
when are you lost?
Well, yesterday I knew immediately because I was like, why did you guess that letter? You just did. And then my watch goes, ding, ding. I see it 2 times for Corey.
What was my exact
I knew.
text to you? Let's see here. Let me quickly scroll
That's
back.
funny.
John Kriesel.
It had expletives.
I said in all caps at 6:52. How many times are they going to call a letter that's already been called F?
Yeah. Right.
And then I said idiots, and you said so bleeping bad. So we just
That's good.
Wheel of Fortune fan line.
Oh man, now that's a fan line I would do.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Don't say that. It'll be sponsored before you know it.
Yeah.
A Canadian man is seriously injured after jumping in to rescue his wife from a polar bear attack.
Jesus.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah, those. Yeah,
And polar bears are.
That's
It's over.
It's yeah. I would say if it's brown, lay down. If it's black, fight back. If it's white, you
Pull
see
your
the,
pants
Turn off the
down.
lights.
see
That's what
the
it is.
lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like usually polar bears, it's game over.
The couple went out on early morning Tuesday to find their dogs in Fort Severn, a First Nations community in Ontario. Police say the couple was in their driveway when the bear ambushed the woman. When I picture that in my head, it's like a cartoon, like the bear behind the car.
Right.
Yeah.
Asama. Her husband jumped onto the animal and took the brunt of the attack, suffering serious but not life-threatening injuries. A neighbor showed up quickly and shot the bear several times, but it ran off in the woods because it's a badass.
Yeah.
She cannot nag that man
Ever
again. No.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
Yeah, you know how she's waking him up every day from now on.
Oh, for sure.
It
Tied
takes
down.
me 6-7 shots before I can kill a bear. I'm Big Buck. I mean,
Yeah, that's true. Right. Hey, what was the name of? And now I think I just remembered, and this is a dumb question. But remember, before Big Buck Hunter, what was
Little
the
Hunter.
what was the
Buck
duck
Hunter?
game?
Oh, duck hunt.
Was that what it was?
Yeah, I mean, that was the one that was on Nintendo.
Oh no, I'm talking about the one in bars and stuff with the actual gun.
There was just birds.
Yeah, remember there was a dog on it.
Yeah, that's
That's,
mean,
yeah, that's
duck.
Hunt.
Hunt.
Yeah.
I was
Should
just trying
pause.
to get you fired.
massive pause.
It's definitely the one that had
That
the
was the
dog
one?
laughing
Okay,
at you.
yeah.
That was
Yeah,
I
Huge on
saw that on
Nintendo.
Fear Factor. One
that was in
We all-
bars too, though, right? It was a stand-up game as well.
We all just
Was
found
it
out
really?
recently that we could control the birds.
What?
Duck hunt.
You can?
You
Yeah.
can. If the other controller.
The other controller, you can. While one person's trying to shoot the birds, the other person.
I didn't know
can
that.
control well, I guess I'm teaching you guys. This.
Thank you.
I knew
Yeah.
that.
I did not know that.
I didn't know when I was playing it.
Yeah. Let's see. That's too serious. I want to talk about that. Denver Police Department getting a new tool to help protect police officers during life-threatening situations. The department unveiled its new robotic dog during an event on Wednesday. These are starting to sweep the nation. The robot has 4 legs that can help it move quickly up and down stairs. Well,
does it like peanut butter?
Whoa.
Jack's on a roll here.
quote of the week nominee here this late in the show. Allow it to get back on its week after it falls over, or on its feet after it falls over. It can also open doors, lift objects, and inspect suspicious items during remote-controlled events.
Has anybody seen the episode of Black Mirror with the robot dogs?
No.
I guess I have.
Shocking because it's Black Mirror.
Yeah.
It doesn't end well for us.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's why that show kicks ass. It's not the distant future. It's almost always the near future.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times they're kind of on the right path for how scary this stuff is going to get. So robot dogs sound really cool. Watch Black Mirror and you'll be terrified.
Yeah, no thanks.
Man, is that show coming back? When is that show coming back?
I don't know.
I don't know. Good question.
What a good show. And depressing as hell.
From CNN, the patient is submerged in an ice bath and as an anesthetic for its impending surgery. When sufficient numbness is achieved, the doctor begins the procedure, carefully attaching a tiny circuit board to its back, creating a part living, part machine biohybrid robot. The patient is a beetle bug, and the backpack sends electrical pulses to its antenna, allowing the doctor to control its movements while tapping it into natural agility. They are going to start using these tiny living bugs
Oh Lord!
with computers on their backs
Look at that!
Wow.
to look for people after earthquakes.
Crazy.
Wow.
Wow!
I thought for the final line there, I thought you were going to say this is like a way to fix paralysis. They were trying to figure
That's
out
what I
how
thought,
to,
too.
Right.
how to strap a computer to the back of a bug and get it to basically reanimate or something. But now we're doing earthquake searches.
Yeah. How about that?
Incredible.
And I just warned us about robot dogs. What about beetles with backpacks?
Yeah.
We're gonna hold
think
your
of-
hand.
Terrifying.
Think of
that is
the person who came up with this idea.
They twist and shout.
You'd be like, you're insane. This isn't going to work.
Oh no, yeah, right, yeah. Cyborg insects have an edge over traditional robots. They're so adaptable compared to an artificial robotic system, which has to perform so much computation to be able to deal with all these different scenarios that might get thrown at it. Cyborg research and cyborg search and rescue beetles or cockroaches might be able to help in disaster situations by finding and reporting locations of survivors and delivering life-saving drugs to them before human rescuers can get to them.
At some point, this is going to be the darkest Pixar movie we have ever seen.
One really muscular bug who just is such a badass.
Yeah.
Sauce, what would that movie be called if it was a Pixar movie about a bug with a computer backpack that's finding earthquake survivors and, of course, earthquake victims?
What would that movie be called?
What would that Pixar film be called?
Beetle Quake.
That's a terrible name.
Or Quake Beetles.
That's a terrible name.
Ringo.
Row Beetle.
Yeah.
Ringo instead of Rango. See, that's funnier.
Yeah. Well, East Glover.
Ringo.
Anyway, that's your news. Pretty cool,
Yeah,
though,
that
right?
was the
Yeah,
news.
very cool.
It's
Sweet,
pretty neat.
man.
Yeah. Wait, I might have an audio thing that I loaded into. Oh, yeah. Luckily, this was after school was out. But it's absolutely Florida, where they found a teacher at his elementary school naked and on drugs.
They all saw a deputy, quickly got dressed and exited the school. Deputy tried to apprehend them, and at that point, the now clothed, formerly nude male committed battery on that deputy. There was nobody inside the school at the time. You know, as to the vulgarity, I think I just don't even want to get into his mind and think about what he was thinking.
The now clothed, formerly naked male.
The now so
accurate.
That
Button
was
bar.
right.
Yeah, but
Tommy pulling up at a holiday.
right.
Honestly, if you walk in and see a nude teacher in an elementary school, just implode the building and send in the Quake Beetles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. For recovery.
Yeah.
For recovery.
To
Let's
make
hope-
sure that
Yeah.
they are not alive anymore.
That's what I mean. Yeah, just the recovery.
You know, I'm going to play one more thing for you because
Yeah.
it's a great story, but it's from the Kelsey podcast.
Oh, this is fan. Is this the Bill Murray?
The Bill
bit?
Murray thing.
Oh my God, this is so genius.
It's so great, but the problem is,
God, I love
whichever
this.
Kelsey is interviewing him is laughing so hard into the microphone.
They're both laughing super hard. I think Jason's the one that asks him the question, but then they both gut laugh the whole 2 minutes.
Back off the mic a little bit if you're going to laugh that hard. I don't mean to be super cool, but my God.
We recently reviewed Roadhouse, the original Patrick Swayze film. There is a legend out there. You used to call the husband of Kelly Lynch anytime a particular scene came on with Patrick Swayze on the television. Is this rumor true?
I did not identify myself, but I just said, hey, as a friend, I think you should probably turn on TBS right now. Because that son of Pat Swayze is slamming it to your wife.
Swayze,
May he rest in peace. There are a lot of wonderful things. A beloved guy, but that was wrong what he did.
That's brilliant.
That's a great bit, man.
what a cool way to troll your friend.
Yeah.
Right?
Genius.
Patrick Swayze slamming your wall up against, or wife up against the wall.
Right.
Swayze.
Just throwing
Zach
the
thinks
boots.
he's hideous.
Yeah, Zach was not a big fan of Patrick
Well, he
Swayze.
is now.
Overrated.
Yeah. Well,
Overrated.
You know who's not overrated is John Kriesel.
Yeah.
Johnny K.
Love you, buddy.
I love you guys. I will be back in 2 weeks because I will be covering Army Navy next week with
yeah.
Nordo, which is.
Oh, that'll be a sobering event.
It will be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is Army the team that's unbelievable this year? Which
Yeah,
team?
24th right now in the nation.
Okay.
Navy's
Yeah.
very good too. At one point, they were both ranked, which was the first time since the 60s that both teams were in the top 25. So
That's sweet.
very exciting.
So super dumb question, hardcore sports question before you get out of here. Is this one of, does Army have a path to the playoff or are they just not possible? Even if they win
They
this?
play Tulane tonight for the conference championship. Mm-hmm. It's highly unlikely. At one point, it looked like it was a possibility.
So
but
if
it's
they
not
win these
zero.
last two, it's not enough?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
That would be cool.
That would be-
Army in the top 12.
Yeah,
So
that'd be
cool.
sweet.
They are badass this year. So it's fun. Anyway, go to my website, johnkriesel.com. Book me for a speaking engagement next year. Year is filling up. johnkriesel.com. Love you guys. Skol Vikings.
Love you.
I love you, Kirk. You were great to us, but I hope you get just pounded like Swayze did to that gal. Love you.
You're the best.
Marnie Gellner should be here shortly. Sauce will walk us through sports. Mike Madonna in the next 15 to 30 minutes, somewhere in that range. And then initials 1 hour from now, and one of you gets a crack at $79,500 with the St. Paul Federal Credit Union initials jackpot. And then don't forget, you four plus Mike Madonna are playing for that trip for two to Ottawa. One of you is going to win, a listener this week, a trip for two to the World Juniors in Ottawa in January. Thanks to our friends at the World Juniors who are going to be here in a year. 2026, pretty cool. More of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on The Fan.
Time now for the Vikings Report, presented by Hy-Vee, the official grocery partner of the Minnesota Vikings. Linebacker Jonathan Grenard joins the Power Trip next, thanks to Hy-Vee.
Couple quick things. One, what's going on?
No, just nothing. Just the quietest music of all time, and then a couple of quick things. It sounds like a giant inconvenience. Anyway, go on with a couple of quick things that you seem super excited about.
Before I forget, happy birthday, Mom.
Let's just passively say happy birthday to Mom.
Happy birthday, Kathy.
I mean, whatever.
Been nervous all morning. I was going to forget, so I want to get that out there. So happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday, Mom.
And two, and it's a Purple Friday.
What?
On The Fan.
What?
And we got your tickets to this Sunday's game against the Falcons. Be caller, we'll do 9. Be caller 9.
Because of Mike Madonna.
Right now, 1-800-320-5326 to win your way in with a pair of tickets. Call now. Caller 9.
I mean, technically, Parrish probably wore that 15 times for 15 different teams, too.
No, 9 is a skilled guy's number.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
What number were you?
All of them.
Yeah. 100.
Yeah. All of them but 9.
So what years were you in Dallas?
I was right after the buyout. What was that? 08, 09?
And when was Madonna's last year in Dallas? I mean, I could Google
it's a good
but...
thing that he's coming in here. 10, 11?
His last year, one of us, hang on.
So you did overlap with him in Dallas?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
In Dallas, yeah.
2010.
So how many? So you overlapped for what? A year, 2 or 3? 1 year.
Yep. Yeah, I was only 1 year in Dallas. Yeah.
How many times?
Amazing.
How many times did you assist on a goal from him or vice versa?
I think it was vice versa. A lot more than it was.
Because you don't pass.
Because I do not pass. I actually did. There was one time. I'm sure. I guarantee he doesn't remember it. But I giggled. There was a nice pass. It was kind of going in on one-on-one with the defenseman below the goal line, and I threw one between my legs, put one right on his tape, and he didn't bury it, and I kind of went back. I'm like, Mo, come on, man, I don't do that very often. He's like, yeah, that's why I wasn't expecting it.
So if he had buried that one, would that have arguably have been your greatest assist in your career? Was it that cool?
Arguably, yeah, for sure. It was kind of one of a quick hit from behind the net. Yeah, between my legs, he was out front. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, man.
And now, granted, again, I didn't exactly have a ton of them.
Fair.
Not highlight. Most of my best passes were rebounds. I shot the puck, and they scored on the rebound.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Sauce, would you like to do some sports and tell us what happened yesterday?
I would love to,
That would be great. Thanks.
I'll hit the open for you then if you're sure you're ready.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by All Around Property Preservation.
We'll start with the Wild, Perry. They battle the Ducks tonight right here on the Fan. The Wild have won 4 straight, but the other day they released an injury report. Jonas Brodin is week to week with an upper body injury.
Yep.
Eck is week to week with a lower body injury. Jacob Lauko is day to day, and Matt Zuccarello is week to week with a lower body injury.
Yeah, the injury bugs got him again a little bit. The Brodin, obviously, Zuccarello, obviously, they'd like to have everybody on that list back. But, the great thing about this year is it's a mentality that the Wild have been having since Billy Guerin came in, actually, is the next man up mentality. And they lose somebody, they're just going to go out there and play. They continue to play their game. And the great thing is their game is the best game in the league right now. Gustafson's playing incredible. Obviously, Kaprizov's playing incredible. Boldy, Rossi, everybody's taken a step forward this year. And there's an intensity. There's a a demeanor behind them this year that they've lacked. There's just this confidence that's unwavering in that locker room, and it is so much fun to watch, and even more fun to work right now. I love work. I love when they're playing well, man. It makes my job easy.
Thank you for your honesty.
How's Anaheim?
They're Anaheim still, luckly. They're
It's nice this time of
struggling.
year.
There's beauty. That is very, very, very sure. Actually, I was sitting next with Dave McNabb, their owner, at Cully's event, and we were talking a little bit about it. But they're just they're a young squad. They got a lot of talent. They're trying to kind of find their way. A few years behind Minnesota right now, trying to find their identity as a team right now. So it's another one of those games where, as long as we just go out there, stick with our game, play our game, don't get impatient by any means, we'll get plenty of chances and should be able to take care of the Anaheim Ducks.
Amen.
Sauce poker face for a second. You're not looking at NHL.com or Wild.com or anything, are you right now?
No, I just have no.
Parrish, Hawk, and Zach.
Okay.
Are any of you willing to bet that Sauce can spell either Matt or Zuccarello's first or second name? That he can spell Matt Zuccarello, can he spell his first or last name? Either.
No.
He can pick.
No.
This is a tough one.
It's tough, guys.
Just based on how he pronounces both over the last couple of years, my guess is I don't think he can do
either. My guess is no. And I love Sauce.
Anybody
I love
think he can do one?
But I don't think he's got these.
I think he can do one.
Is that right? Are you willing to bet, or you just think that he
I'm
does?
sticking my throat out there, but not my
Hawk,
wallet.
yes or no?
I'm going to say yes.
To both or just one?
Just the first one.
No one's willing to bet? Just a hunch? All right.
Can't.
Sauce, do your best. How do you spell his name? So let's start with the first name.
M A T S.
That's right.
That's what I thought.
Boy, I thought for sure you get the double T.
I
in
was
there.
convinced you thought it was
Yeah.
Matt.
Well, I mean,
Oh, like Marnie's husband.
Exactly. Same.
yeah, all right.
Last name?
No chance.
Just give it a shot.
Z,
Yep.
Hambu.
great bit. U,
Yep.
C,
Yep.
A,
Two C's.
Two
But keep
Cs,
going.
yep.
Keep going for fun, though.
Zook.
Yep.
So there's probably a U in there.
No.
A,
Yep.
Ka, CAKLERO.
What?
I don't know, man.
Carlo?
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
Yeah,
Is
thanks,
he right?
Hawk.
What's the last letter, though, in his name?
Isn't it an O?
It sure is.
That's right.
Just wondering. Just wondering. All right.
Hey, Marnes.
Man, Zach, you could have made some money. I truly thought, I would have bet he thought his name was MATT. I was willing to bet.
I thought he had the mats, but I thought
had
it
the
would be
mats, yeah.
double T.
I had the Mats one time.
Yeah.
You
Hi,
did.
Marnie.
Yeah, yeah.
I had the
bad
Mets
was
last
Modern-
night.
Modern
What?
West is amazing. Marnie! Coming out swinging.
Who the hell's Matt? Welcome aboard, Marnie.
Hi, Mark.
Sauce is doing sports.
That's 2019.
Okay, cool.
What?
And it involves spelling Matt's Zuccarello?
Yeah, he always says Zuccarella, and he says Matt Zuccarella. So I was just convinced that he didn't know how to spell either one, and he got the first one. I would have lost money if Zacho would have been willing to gamble. I would have lost to Caniac if you wanted to bet chicken.
When would we ever cash that in? We never
I've
see each
paid
other
him.
outside of work.
Yeah, he
We
won't
just-
go with us.
I
We've
could've just-
invited
I
him.
could've
invited him
Venmo'd you the chicken money.
Yeah.
You're always so busy with your napping and your napping.
And when Kane showed up that one time, I tried to put 9, whatever they're called, Caniacs
Chicken
together
fingers?
and hand them to you.
And I said, that doesn't count. You have to pay for them.
At your diaper party?
Yeah, he tried to pay me with gift cards and like box combos that they gave him. I go,
Yeah.
that doesn't count. It's out of your pocket.
Yeah.
An
I
event
paid
that
you,
your
though.
work catered.
Yeah.
That's
You
smart.
guys had a diaper party?
Yeah. Your dad was there. Oh, sorry, Hogs. Yeah, you were there. You gave me $100 because that's how much you thought diapers were.
I don't care.
Yeah, what do you care?
Here, have another.
Another diaper, another $100. Shut up. Okay.
I'm trying to find a picture of Parrish as a teammate
Oh.
to Mike Madonna, and I can't find one anywhere.
Probably too many
Sure,
pictures.
I've got a couple in here.
It's surprisingly difficult to find pictures of Mike Madonna.
It's hard to find.
Because I was trying to find for like the thumbnail for the video yesterday, and it was like a 20-minute process to find something usable. I don't know what he's done to the internet. but
He's wiped
like,
most of it clean to cover up the evidence for a future
It's
murder.
like sauce in the bathroom. He's wiped most of it clean.
Oh, my.
Most of
God.
it. Most.
That's why he gave you $100 in diaper money.
Yeah. My turn?
Sure.
Marnes?
Yep.
The Wolves
Nice.
have won 3 straight. They battle the Warriors tonight at 9 o'clock. The Warriors won last night 99-93 over the Rockets, and the Warriors are a 1.5-point favorite.
You got to send that to Zacho because he needs to post that one. That's pretty cool. Why are the jerseys black? Those weren't your colors. were they?
Yeah. That's
That was
why
Dallas's
that's why the
colors.
jerseys were
Colors?
black, actually, because they
I
were
thought
our
they
colors.
were green and.
Technically
Black?
started in Minnesota because in the
Green
90s,
and-
everybody went
Yeah.
black.
Hey, I guess you do go back.
Wow. Well played, Hawk. You are very funny today. Marnes, the Wolves, your thoughts?
Thank you.
That was
He's
very
funny.
NPR-like.
Chris, I thought that joke was fantastic. It made me laugh internally. I found it humorous. Well done.
I mean, sometimes I don't laugh out loud to all the stuff. but
Those are the
inside-
best jokes. The ones that just kill you inside.
Inside, I'm
inside, yep.
chuckling.
Oh, man.
Was
Chuckling.
Brett Hall on the team with you?
He was the general manager.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Is
I
he a
remember
nice
that
guy?
name.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
Marnes,
What do you,
the Wolves, your
what
thoughts?
do you mean got it?
I don't think he believes you.
I don't think he does either.
Have you played golf with him?
Yeah.
Is he good?
Very.
Is
They're both
Madonna good?
Very.
Are they better than you?
Yeah. We
Madonna
actually
good?
we just played. I'm glad you brought this up actually because we just played. It was me and Mo versus Morneau and Walls to finish off the summer at the course that shall not be named. and it was U.S. versus Canada. So it was me and Mo versus Morney and Walsey, obviously. And Mo birdied 17 for us to beat those damn Canadians in golf. So it was, it was fun. But yeah, he's a very, very good golfer.
it figures.
That was it. I'm done.
Everything cool over there?
Yeah.
Marnes, the Wolves play tonight.
Should I go now?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Wolves have been much better over these last 3 games, almost looking like a different team, almost shades of last year's Wolves. It's been awesome, fun to see, and guess which end it starts on?
The defensive end.
That's correct. That's correct. And that was an absolute domination on Wednesday night of the LA Clippers. That game was over in the first quarter, and that never happens in the NBA. But we're good right now, and we got to keep it rolling. And the Warriors started, what were they, 10-3 maybe at their high point or something? And then they lost 5 straight before winning last night, maybe even 6 straight. And Steve Kerr almost lost his mind. On Tuesday, was it? They lost to the Nuggets, and Christian Brown dove for a loose ball with like time running out, and he slid on the floor and called a timeout. You know, one of those plays. And the refs didn't see it, and the Nuggets did not have a timeout, and it was like a 3 or 4 point game at that time or something. Not at that time. The clock was running out, and the refs did not call the timeout, and they showed the replay, and you couldn't see clearly Christian Brown signaling timeout, and it was ugly. But I'm just saying, there's frustration boiling for the Golden State Warriors. Let's go get them.
Paul, your hands up.
Can Hockey and Parrish name 3 current Golden State Warriors?
No.
So easy for us.
Come on, that's
Why do you
2?
doubt
a
us?
layup.
No.
You don't think they can name 2?
Do you?
I don't.
I bet you they can. I bet you at Caniac they can.
No, because I always lose.
What?
They can name
And
one.
we all know.
Yeah, Caniac says they can't get 2. I can't even imagine who you think the second one they are going to get is.
Oh, I think they think one of them is still on.
That's what
the
I'm
list.
saying. Who do you think
Yeah.
the second one is?
The one that
No.
they don't know that one.
No chance.
How did they not know?
No.
Okay, no, I'm not going to bet.
I bet you they thought he retired about 15 years
Oh,
ago.
that's mean.
Yeah.
So, Caniac or no? Again, I talked you out of it. I'm getting
Yeah.
really bad at doing
Yeah,
that.
you
But
talked me out of it.
just try. Say the obvious one. Go ahead.
Curry.
Yep. And then number 2 is? Exactly.
Well, give him a second.
Yeah. Give us a second.
You lead the witness. Into your car for
The guy
sex.
with the beard have it? Does he play out there? The guy with that one beard? You know the one beard?
Yeah, good old Beardo.
The beardo.
Who's he's got a Paul something?
Paul.
Stanley.
No, I know that one.
From who?
Yes.
Pickle.
Paul George?
Paul Pickles?
Paul George? Is that
Paul
guy?
George?
Paul George?
That's our final answer. Paul George.
Paul George.
No.
Paul Pickles?
Son of a...
You really thought they knew Andrew Wiggins
No,
played?
Draymond.
Draymond Green. I thought maybe they would know Draymond.
No chance. I thought you were trying to tell me that you thought they that they remembered that Wiggins was still there. All your hands up.
Can they name
Chief
two teams
Wiggins?
Paul George has played for?
Well, it's obviously not...
Do you think they can?
No.
No.
Well, I don't either. They
Paul
both just
George?
thought he played for the Warriors.
Paul
Can
George?
they name
No.
one?
He's
Paul
got
George.
two first names.
The guy with the beard, right?
Oh my God.
Paul George played for Indiana
Yeah.
Oh man.
And,
and Golden State.
No.
We just said no.
how about
we just said
Clippers? Maybe the Clippers.
Clippers,
No.
yes.
Yeah, well done,
All
Perry.
right. Well,
Hey, we
that was
win.
only
Give us our
because you
chicken.
guys just talked about the Clippers.
Chicken.
I would have been willing to gamble that they could name one for chicken. I would have never guessed Chris was going to say Indiana and be right. See what I'm saying?
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
I
that
like
was
the
right as
Pacers,
well.
Nice.
man.
That a baby.
The Pacers, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I like the Pacers,
Atta
man.
boy.
He was really good and a big deal. So if people or like if you have family and friends, it might have come up in conversation.
Okay, one more.
Yeah, you lost
Can
this
they-
at family and
Can they
friends.
tell you the team Kobe Bryant was originally drafted to?
I don't think so.
What?
The Lakers, wasn't it?
It wasn't.
Why do you think they can?
No.
Well, I mean,
they don't know that team
someone
exists.
else.
No.
Hey, he wasn't a Laker?
Wait,
They-
it wasn't the Lakers?
He was
spent
all
his whole
The
career.
he
clarification
always
is
played for the
draft-
Lakers, but he got drafted by somebody else and traded.
The Houston Oilers.
No.
The Edmonton Oilers.
No.
Is there another Oiler?
He the world would have been a different place if he would have been a Charlotte Hornet.
I was right. Holy crap. How did I know that?
I don't know. I don't know how you knew that.
Well, they don't.
Yeah, they don't.
Nope.
Well, I'm proud of you guys.
I didn't win any
Shouldn't
chicken.
be.
No, it's all right.
Thanks.
Well, you talk me out of it all the
I
time.
know. I got.
Where's
I got.
chicken to
That's why I
eat?
suck
I'm
at poker. I got to get a better poker face and hold back on my. No, they're not getting that. I should be like, I don't know, maybe. I think
Maybe.
you're right. That's a really good
How do
number.
they not know Draymond Green?
Right, I know. Yeah, I think they probably. Yeah, all right, I'll bet you. I got to get better
Yeah.
at that.
Yeah.
When you were trying to like mouth who you thought, like, if he thinks they're gonna guess Andrew Wiggins,
No.
Sauce has lost his
They
damn
have
mind.
no idea who that is.
He's the chief of police of Springfield.
See? Brilliant. Brilliant.
All right, Mike Madonna should be here shortly. Marnie Gellner is already here. She was the first pick this week.
Oh, great.
First pick, a lot of pressure. The big trip on the line. For initials at 8:15, Vikings news is next. Power 2 Morning Show fan.
Fan.
Well, one thing. Don't miss out on the Power Trip Morning Show when they take over Treasure Island on February 6th and 7th. Be there for tons of games, laughs, and great prizes, including Vegas trips to watch the big game. Book your stay using promo code KFAN for both the 6th and the 7th to save 15% to get the full details. And book your stay today. Head over to KFAN.com, make the keyword calendar.
And happy birthday to your mom.
And happy birthday.
Just a couple of things.
Happy birthday to your mom.
Yeah, happy birthday, Mom.
That's
I'm
right.
gonna have
Happy
to
birthday,
text
Kathy.
her.
Corey's mom and my mom share the
Right.
same birthday.
Right?
Also true. And the same name, which is bizarre.
Yeah.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Although my mom was a Suzette, technically.
Yeah,
Yours
my
is
mom was
not.
a Suzanne.
But still.
And I'm going
Both
to,
went by Sue.
since we're doing shout outs, I'm going to do a shout out to Dan at Maple Grove Public Works. Thanks for tuning in, Dan. Appreciate
Thanks,
you.
Dan.
Public Works is great.
Yeah, well, you don't know you need them
Dano.
until you don't have them, right?
Yeah, they're great.
Good job, everybody.
All of them, yeah.
Thank you all. Way to go, Dan. You're a good dude.
All right, so as we patiently await the arrival of Mike Madonna, should we do Vikings news until he gets there?
No.
Okay, then never mind.
All right, then.
Okay, then the floor is yours.
It's time for Vikings news on the Power Trip, presented by
Hey, we haven't mentioned this yet. Obviously, big game on Sunday. That part we've mentioned. shout out to our guy, though, Jonathan Grenard, NFC
hell yeah.
Defensive
Yes.
Player of the Month.
Of the month.
And, it sounds like, oh, who cares, right? But it's a lot more rare than you think.
Tell me about that.
Jonathan Grenard named NFC Defensive Player of the Month for the month of November. Who was the last one to be named Defensive Player of the Month for the NFC for the Minnesota Vikings?
Jim Marshall.
John Randall.
Jared Allen.
So, kind of a trick question, because it was last year. But here's how rare it was. Daniil Hunter, 2023. Then Zadarius Smith in 2022. And you're like, wow, we do this every year. But then the last one before that, Everson Griffin in 2017. Everson Griffin in 2014. And then Jared Allen in 2011. So in the last 13 seasons, we've only had 6.
Yeah.
So it's not super, super common to be named NFC Offensive or Defensive Player of the Year. Sam Darnold was month. Sam Darnold was NFC Offensive Player of the Month for the first month of the year when they were 4-0 and he was slinging it. And now Jonathan Grenard, who joins our show every Tuesday, Defensive Player of the Month. He seems to be everywhere.
He's great.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
Vikings host Atlanta Sunday noon. Fan.
I'm wondering.
10 o'clock pregame.
And if you're wondering, here it is. If you're wondering how Kirk Cousins is feeling about returning to Minnesota, this is it.
They're great fans. They're great football fans, and I would think as a result they'll make it as hostile as they can for us. So it's a great fan base, and it's a good fan base.
Thanks, buddy boy.
I think that's what's going to happen. I think if he is in any way kind of not introduced, but I think he'll get, I hope, not booed pregame like we talked about yesterday. But then after that, once the game starts, my guess is they're going to get real loud when Kirk drops back or about to drop back. Right? Third downs are going to be insane.
Yeah.
Can't give Kirk a chance to do anything. But I don't know. I just don't. I'm not a booer anyway. I just don't get booing a guy like Kirk.
Halloween.
Yeah.
No,
well
even
played.
then, I'm just against booing.
Bring it on.
Wow.
Nice.
I want you to boo.
Yeah, badly.
Yeah, I don't think they will. I think the fans liked him. He didn't really do anything to make us hate him.
But they're not going to be thinking logically at that time. They will be emotional and they'll be like, you left us.
Oh, I'm a knucklehead.
Marnie, you don't come off as a person that boos.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
She drinks a lot of it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ton of it.
Curvy.
Whoa. What do you know?
Okay,
Zach. Why'd you have to go there? Why
Zach,
would you call her that?
Out of context, if Marnie or the listeners didn't listen yesterday,
Jesus, Zach.
they just thought you randomly called Marnie curvy.
Yeah.
Which is a
That's
compliment.
Corey's job.
You-
but
you-
she doesn't like the compliment.
You have to, I guess you have to assume that everybody listened to the entire show yesterday, which can't
And
be
they
the
did.
case.
I mean, the
Otherwise,
title of the podcast was Curvy Boozer.
yeah, but who's to say everybody listened to that podcast?
Yeah.
If everybody listened every second of the day, Zach, we would have been the most streamed station in the Twin Cities.
We didn't get that?
No. KWB did.
Come on.
What?
No.
I got them a card.
Come on.
I got him a card as well.
It's
Yeah,
inside
but
radio
got him a
stuff.
card?
It's
And then balloons.
Hawk, did you get a card for me to give them?
I got a card for you.
Hey, did you buy us AC/DC tickets yet?
I bought you AC/DC stuff.
You're welcome.
Marnie,
What?
I'm sorry he called you. What did he call her?
Called her curvy out of
Curvy,
nowhere.
yeah.
You
No
don't
context.
know that is a compliment, but it is.
Yeah.
You don't know it. Don't know, don't show,
I'm
don't
sorry,
care.
Marnes. I was
Marnie, you didn't
I
hear the
was
show
going for
yesterday,
the
right?
Call back, not the
Luckily, I heard it.
insult.
So
I could tell by her reaction she did not listen to yesterday's show.
No, nor do I listen to all of your shows. What? You arrogant a-hole.
Yeah, you're listening to.
Yes, Zach.
A mirror
She's
much?
listening to KWB.
I guess.
And who wouldn't?
Yep.
What is the context?
Yesterday we were talking about the Boozer twins who are about to go to Duke, right? Camden and Caden, or I forget what their names are. I think it's Camden and
Caden, yeah.
Caden. And I think Carly just said something about, I don't know how she came up with the word curvy.
Yeah, I
But,
don't remember either.
so then we just, we're talking about curvy boozers.
yeah.
So when boozing just came up, that's why Zach just said,
He took the
and
opportunity.
Quite frankly, I wasn't listening. I didn't realize we were talking about Marnie being a boozer.
we were, because Chris said she drinks a lot.
don't.
Yeah.
Don't do
Yeah.
Sauce's
Okay, I actually
job.
definitely wasn't.
Don't
And then
say
you just go,
it.
Yeah.
and curvy.
That's my bad.
Although it is it's the least creepy from you, at least.
Yeah.
Vikings right guard Dalton Reisner.
Were you going to say Dawkin?
Yeah, breaking the chains over here, bitch.
In my dreams.
Dawkin's terrible, right, Corey?
Oh, go.
Dawkin is great.
They're great.
The sound effects you just made are better than Dawkin.
Sing some Dawkin.
In my dreams, it's still the same.
That's better than Drake.
Breaking the chains around me.
Into the fire. I mean, come on,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, man.
Come on, guys.
Guys.
Vikings, God, I can't talk. Vikings right guard Dalton Reisner added to the team's injury report on Thursday. Limited during practice due to a back injury. Ouchie. Cornerback Stephen Gilmore did not participate for the second straight day due to a hamstring injury. I hope he's back, man. Oof.
Yeah.
Or it's like you said to Jonathan Grenard, I think, on Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
You got to hope maybe Fabian Moreau's just more ready because now he's had a week to know that Gilmore's maybe not going to play.
Well, let's
just hope that's the case.
And let's say it like it is. We haven't missed on many free agents we brought in. There had to be a reason we brought him in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Reisner started the season on injured reserve because of a back injury that he suffered in training camp. Activated, as you guys know. Ed Ingram was a healthy scratch last week against Arizona. So we'll see what happens this week with Reisner's status. Defensive lineman Jonathan Bullard, who's had a surprisingly good few weeks, man. Blake Cashman with his knee, both saw their statuses upgraded from limited to full participants on Thursday. And linebackers Patrick Jones and Andrew Van Ginkel, the Gink, remained limited. The kicking situation, interesting. Rookie kicker Will Reichert and long snapper Andrew DePaula, who are both within their 21-day practice windows to return from injured reserve, were both full participants again on Thursday and appear to be on track to return this weekend.
So, again, what do you do with Romo, though? Because he hasn't been released yet.
No, he has not.
So they're probably just waiting to the last second to be 100% sure that Riker can go because they did release Jake McQuaid a couple of days ago. So
what a good guy. I keep saying that, I know, but he was such a good dude, man.
Yeah.
Well, it sounded like, based on everything you said about him on the planes, that he was just self-aware. He knew this was a temporary thing.
Yeah.
Might as well enjoy it until DePaula comes back. Don't get any delusions about, like, well, now I'm going to be in the league for another 10 years. Because he's like 36 or 37 anyway, right? So he's at the end of his career. It's cool. I'll have a cup of coffee with the Vikes till they kick me out, and I'll take 4 or 5 paychecks and call it a day.
Exactly. Like he was on his couch, and then somebody called and said, here's a couple $100,000 or whatever.
Sure.
Squeeze a few more games into the career?
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Right. So
and have the good attitude about it. Sounds like he did.
Yeah, man.
Good dude, man.
And he did well, by the way, too. It's not like he botched a snap in the last 4 games
No
or whatever.
problem.
He was fine.
The tight end Josh Oliver, with his wrist and ankle injuries, also remained a full participant. So that's good news as well, because he's been, again, surprisingly good for us this year. So there you go. That's your injury report from your Minnesota Vikings.
Sauce, I do think the Justin Tucker thing's overblown, right? Because he's arguably the greatest kicker of all time in terms of accuracy. He's just having an unbelievably strange year. So, Harbaugh the other day said they're not moving on from Justin Tucker. And I think he deserves a little bit of a longer leash and a handful of weird weeks with the career he's had. So I don't think John Parker Romo is going to Baltimore. But when the Vikings inevitably release him, the dude was nothing but accurate. He's missed 1 field goal in a month. That's pretty, and he's been pretty
really
solid.
good.
So
yeah.
I wonder if, I don't know the kicking situations of the other 30 plus teams, but I wonder if there's anybody else out there that is going to swoop him up immediately and say, we're a playoff team with a pretty shaky kicker, and this kid looks pretty good.
And another thing that matters, is 3 of those games are outside. That's big because you're going to be playing probably a lot of outside playoff games. That's it. Sorry, Barnes. That doesn't make any sense.
That's a good point.
It did until you said that.
Yeah, that was fine. Thought you did well.
Yeah, it's Marty's turn, though. Go ahead, Marnes.
Yeah, Barnes.
What?
I thought you had something
You
to
were
say
ready. I
about
thought
the
you raised your
kicker.
hand.
Just listening.
Yeah, I thought she raised her hand
I
for
thought
sure.
you were like, I have something to say.
Yeah,
here,
you
bitches.
couldn't wait.
I thought that's what
You're
you
like
I
on the
heard
edge
you
of your
say that.
seat there,
with your
Marnes.
eyes. You looked at me like, shut your mouth.
I think she was just doing calisthenics.
I'll just
You were stretching? Let's do it together.
Relax.
You want me to put my arms up over my head?
I ain't saying.
Like you're doing?
And do some slow
I'm
twists.
so sore.
No, because then God knows what Zach will say.
Yeah, he called me a plumper when I came in this room.
My God. Zach.
You're a plumper. I'm a curvy.
Hey.
Plumper and curvy in the morning.
Why'd you say that?
Rude.
Yeah, rude.
They just showed on the screen the percent chance of the Vikings being the number 1 seed in the NFC.
And that was?
You want to guess?
12.
5.
So what they have?
9.
They have Lions have 12 wins, right? So they're 2 games ahead with 5 to go, and they have the tiebreaker. So I would say it's single digits for sure. Let's go 5%.
You nailed it.
Exactly 5%.
Exactly 5.
That's what I said.
Yeah, didn't he nail it too?
No, it matters if Corey says
Everybody
it.
nailed it.
Yeah.
Everybody nailed it.
Did Marnie nail it?
Did Marnie nail it, or were you just stretching still?
She put 5 fingers up. and
Oh,
said,
that's what she was doing, maybe.
Sure, it's a death punch. Be cool.
Jeez.
You guys are weird.
I wonder what the percentage would have been if the Green Bay Packers had won last night. If we were only 1 game back, but then also then the Packers would be almost right next to us as well.
Wasn't the number 3.5?
It was.
Vegas is amazing.
Yeah.
It is, man. I know. You always make fun of me, but it still astounds me.
It's
I can't
true.
believe they get it right.
It is true. The number of times it's
unreal.
spot on
They
is
pay
frightening.
people a lot of money to
I
get
know,
it right.
but they pay us a lot of money, and we're terrible.
Yeah, I heard that.
Well, good.
Any update on Madonna? Do we have any idea where he is?
He said, "Sykes."
Yeah, he said he
The
doesn't
whole thing
like
was a prank.
that Zach is
Yeah.
calling people curvy.
It'd be the best thing ever if Zach wore a Wild jersey and he's super jacked and made him, and then he doesn't show.
Yeah, I mean, I'll run down there and make sure hopefully didn't give him the wrong number. But
My buddy Ian's down there anyway, so if you want to help him, come on up and hang out. That'd be great.
Yeah.
is Ian cool?
I'll text him. I'll see if he's alive.
We all know Ian. Is it Ian Youngstead?
No.
If he's not cool, are you
Believe it or
not willing to go
there's
down
more-
there?
There's more than one guy that were named Ian.
Oh, it's the guy from that band.
But we all know him.
No, we all know Ian. It's
Yeah.
Ian.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ian
Even Steven.
Youngstead.
Yeah, Scott Ian.
Ian Steven.
Sir Ian McKellen.
The Harry Potter guy?
Surprise!
Gandalf from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, nobody knows who that is.
I think he's dead. Is he dead?
No.
Well, he will be.
Well, yeah, that is true.
We all will.
Y'all will.
Yep. All of that is also true. The show's not going to get better. This is the Power Trip Morning Show after this on The Fan.
The Fan.